I'd like to tell you a story about a band from Seattle and the legend of Ponpon. When the tequila funk band Reposado went on their journey to Puerto Rico before they became legendary. A time long ago when they took their epic trip to San Juan, Puerto Rico. It was there that their lead singer, Jean-Paul Boulez, came in touch with his ancestral roots. He learned the rhythms and the echoes of the canyon walls that could only be felt, could only be experienced in this special place. It was here where the spirit of Ponpon entered his soul. Its heartbeat, its Ponpon entered his soul, flowed into the blood. He was cleansed in the waters. My grandfather was there. He witnessed the moment when the legend was created. It is difficult to determine when the legend, fantasy, and the reality became one. Here's what I learned when I dug through Grandpa's archives.
If you don't know, y'all came to a show. We are Reposado.
Yo, make sure to put a little money in the hat.
Yo, let's
Show some love. Hey, yo, y'all got your dance shoes on? Y'all got your dance shoes on, 'cause it's about to get dancey in here. We gotta see some hips swinging. Swinging! Hey, yo, Sam. Yeah.
There is an evil at work. It grows within the soul of every human. It has forced love into its most vulnerable condition in generations. For eternity, this battle has raged. Since the beginning of time, unconditional love and darkness have been in constant struggle. Every generation must fight this battle, and it is long overdue. Of late, the darkest forces have redoubled their efforts, and darkness is as strong as we've ever known. You are our final hope to fight back these evils. Echoes and vibrations of our ancestors lie in wait, deep in your soul, waiting for the proper moment. Evil's ancient tools, greed, hatred, fear, division, envy, blind consumerism, and complacency have brought humankind to the edge of existence. Your ancestors come to you now with a mission. It is up to you to harness these ancient vibrations and help show the world a path to peace lies within their soul. You are our final chance.
I can feel our time slipping away. Time to call my pops. I gotta tell him. It's time to take the fellas to Puerto Rico. My bills, like everyone. My girl, our brand new child. Life, shit. Life is amazing. But if I want to do more than just survive, this music on the street, it fills my soul. It doesn't pay the bills. We've come a long way. And times are different. It's time can say something. We need one final piece. We need to start something. The fellas, they need to be exposed to the sounds. They need to be exposed to the Caribbean. Actually show up and be there. Feel it. Vibrating in the soil. The air. Ancestors' vibrations captured in the treetops and filtered into the water. And the soil that vibrates and tells you you're important. Is it just a
You know what, Francis Bacon? Francis Bacon, I like his work a lot. So he did a portrait of one of his boyfriends, and it's him in a bicycle. I always like that thing. So this comes from there. I mean, the idea.
The concept, yeah.
But this is in the air, you know. I was born in May 24, 1948 in Ponce. I studied in the University of Puerto Rico. I studied art in fine arts. And I moved to New York City in the 70s.
Hey Jay. Good, good. How are things with you? Really? What's up? Awesome. Having a great time here. So what's going on?
It's time to take the fellas to Puerto Rico.
Well, actually, I think you should stay in school, man. I mean, that's what we talked about before, right? That's crazy, man. I mean, like, you know, the money we're giving you, that money is for the school. We're not gonna give you money just for you to go out on tour and play music. You gotta guarantee your future, right? School is the way to go. You should commit to school, and that's plan number one.
Anyway, I went to go meet up with him on Monday. And he said, yo, I got you with food and shit, and he made me pay for it. I was tight. It's not a good sign, but... So I don't know what, maybe he forgot. He was probably drunk. He said, come through, I'll take care of you, some food or something like that. Like,
But did you pull out your card? I would have just walked away from the food.
nah. When I'm about to order, he's like, I got you with the drinks.
I don't think you're gonna get the support your mom or dad, you know, at least financially. How many people struggle with music? Did you ever look into that? Yeah, man, but you got a kid, you gotta man up, you gotta pay the rent, you gotta pay the bills. Look where you living now. You need a bigger place. How you gonna do all this? Doing music. I'm telling you, John, you better stay in school because I don't think you're gonna get the support your mom or dad, you know, at least financially. Yeah, man, but you got a kid, you gotta man up. You should commit to school, and that's plan number one.
I'm not taking you to places where it's a lot of street food.
Yeah, you ain't trying to eat.
Exactly.
I'm broke, motherfucker. I'm broke.
Little echoes.
I'm broke.
Nah, you've been working too hard to be broke, man.
Because it's all in savings.
I also, I think we should try and do that.
Take no for
I bought chicken, and I bought fiddle sauce and pasta and rice. And I got beans, chicken, fish, and shit.
Jamie, talk to you about
Looking on Friday.
No, man, I'm trying to eat, man. Y'all ain't trying to eat?
Well, if you pay for my food, yeah.
Lend you money.
I can pay
Well,
for
he was saying like that.
But it's up to him.
What he was talking about specifically is like
I live beside him.
And then we.
He's my neighbor.
Are you trying to go either way?
No, not in the places you want to go to.
Where are you trying to go? Loretta's?
What about that place that's in Green Lake? It's right.
Well, that's a different thing.
Beth?
Like, JP,
The one that's right in Aurora.
Yeah, Beth's.
Bets, yeah.
Yo, you and I were talking about.
That's not far from here.
I had a friend that I had one of the people in the kitchen that worked at Bets.
I ain't been to Beth's in like 20 years.
How many?
20.
Holy shit!
That's been a while.
That's as old as I am.
I'm never up here.
All right, let's go.
I was 8 years old when you last went.
All right, Beth's.
Doing in the back.
Bet.
Beth's.
Wait, no.
He's going to Beth's.
Bye, guys.
You going Beth's?
I thought so.
You going to Beth's? You going to Beth's?
Man, Reposado is like a spiritual experience, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first gig.
Was that your first gig?
Yeah, what was it? Molly McGuire's.
What were they doing back then?
Same shit, man. Same shit they're always doing, inspiring motherfuckers. So
Yeah.
just like, I stood up on his fucking stool for those guys. I don't know, but whatever he's doing, man, he just brought people together.
Yeah.
We should go back in there and check him out.
Now you go look at my ID. This guy got this.
I don't know about this guy.
Band that I like? I like it's like a service from a church.
Yeah.
Like when you leave, when you leave something like right there and it gets old or it gets like, forgotten, like this, right there, yeah.
Let me tell you about Jean-Paul Bouillet.
Reposado. I have a long history with Reposado. It all started back about 4 years ago. I was living in the trailer in White Center, pushing green for a living. Driving an old 7.7 Continental in a big body 85 limousine with a 7.7 F-250 with a 400 mid-block. Then a man named Jean-Paul Bouillet walks into my trailer with an acoustic guitar and a fancy hat on. Next thing you know, this Colombian angel starts singing songs about Miami. What do? I take a fat rip out the bong and bust the craziest freestyle the man ever heard in his life. Handed him a shot of Reposado. From that moment on, hermanos. We ended up having a little jam, a couple days later with our buddy Evan McPherson, amazing guitarist from Seattle, and then we kept jamming and jamming the music, the vibes kept growing, and eventually he said, T, you gotta come and jam on a drum set. I had my first jam on a drum set up in Bellevue. That changed my life forever. Right after that, I was like, bro, we ain't paying for no rehearsal setups. I need to buy a drum set. He told me, if you get a drum set, your house will be the jam spot. Next thing you know, I buy a drum set. He picks up a phone and he calls a man named Joel Rosa from the Bronx, the Boogie Down, the home of hip hop. He says, I met a dude out here who got the best weed you ever seen, spitting crazy freestyles, driving 7.7 Continentals, living in a trailer. You should come out here and we starting a fucking band. Next thing you know, Joel drives 3,000 miles across the country in 3 days, sits down, we have our first jam. Next thing you know, Reposado is alive. And that was just the beginning of the journey, I'll tell you that much. Since that day, it's been growing and growing and growing, and the wave has turned into a tsunami of tequila funk. That is a little bit that I know about reposado.
This painting is titled La Máquina del Tiempo, Time Machine. If you see, there is this image there. It's like a clock, right?
Mm-hmm.
And since when you are in prison, time becomes a very present thing. You know. Time is one of the things that define a prisoner, right? So in this painting, I try to converge the idea of escaping prison. The figure is a little bit distorted, and the face is more realistic, right?
See that?
And it seems that it was put there. And then el lazo de la horca.
The noose.
The noose. Also symbolic about how you broke that, and it symbolized to escape prison. So it, in a way, it's autobiographical, right?
Yeah.
But also it's more universal in the sense of the sense of freedom.
So do you feel like Puerto Rico's in prison?
Keep telling me about John Paul. Word is he's been playing these clubs, but
every artist, musician group that have a sense of history, of the struggle is important. And we have to keep doing that. So that's how I feel about reposado.
a man they call John Paul. Word is he's been playing these clubs,
What's wrong with this?
but
Sounds good.
The man, the myth, the legend himself, Jean-Paul Bouillet.
that's it. What I want to talk about is legend. Because
My brother.
Because I heard so many stories about John Paul. He can't be the same person. So many things happen to that guy.
I can tell you, I personally have crossed through over 30 states with Jean-Paul Bouillet. I've seen the man dancing on the streets of Havana, Cuba. I've seen the man rocking a borrica in Puerto Rico. Y las posibilidades, the possibilities with this man are limitless. He taught me the perfection inside the imperfection. You could take a moment, someone will look at his old beat down, broken brick wall and turn that into a beautiful piece of art.
Because I heard so many stories about
Art is my action. I will not sit silent and wonder, what am I doing? Where's my action? Am I doing enough? It's how you fight, and it's why you fight. You must always be vigilant. Imagine the world through someone else's eyes. found myself avoiding Ponce. I could not bring myself to believe. The trouble with learning history is how to handle your relationship with it. And for it. Who should pay? How? Are my father's crimes also my own? How about my great-grandfather's? Where does the responsibility start? Where does it end? Maybe all we really need is recognition. That is where we start. One thing for sure, we don't get anywhere by running from it. We're avoiding it. We're defending it. We need to look it in the eye, head on, confront it. And then we can start to heal. In 1937, in the city of Ponce, Puerto Rico's second largest city, on a calm and beautiful Palm Sunday, people from all over the island gathered, wearing their best clothing on this very holy day. Over the previous couple of years, the workers had been gaining power. The government and the Domino Sugar was frightened. They would not accept another shutdown like the one a few years previous, the one that saw the workers demanding a raise in pay from their poverty wage of 45 cents.
So do you feel like Puerto Rico's in prison?
Basically, it's a prison of nations and nationalities.
Mm-hmm.
And they took the land from the Indians and from the Mexicans,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And now they are outlawed, one way or the other.